Here we are.
Who was the? Oh, we're gonna get back to squirrels, by the way. But who was the person that did the chicks following him?
Are you thinking Konrad Lorenz?
Yeah.
Konrad Lorenz, the Austrian Nazi Nobel Prize winner, the only Nazi to win a Nobel Prize.
Kind of a dark history there. But early on, he discovered chicks would have this basically the first thing that they see.
Yes.
Basically chicks have this it's kind of innate. Because I was almost going to ask you about epigenetics earlier, but the idea of kind of having this genetic flexibility from the start where you're responding to cues in the environment. Hey, the first big thing that you see, just follow that thing. And evolutionarily, probably it was your mom.
Right. So in wild animals, this window of opportunity is so constrained that it would be very, very unlikely that you would imprint. That's the term that Lawrence taught us. It's very unlikely that you would imprint onto a different species than your own, because in all likelihood, you're still going to be in the nest, you're still going to be in the den, and that window of opportunity closes so quickly that the chances of another species getting into your social realm is very limited. That's something that domestication did to dogs. It extended that critical period, that imprinting period. It extended it for them so that now dogs easily make friends with people. You know, a dog living out on the farm will make friends with all the animals on the farm. Whether they make friends with it's a different question. But dogs have this, this is the theme of my book. They have this very loving nature. They very easily form relationships. But I was going to say that there's a second part. So if you're contemplating taming a wild animal as a pet, part one is that it takes a lot of effort to tame a wild animal, because that's something that domestication did, that it made it easier. And the other part is that even your tame wild animal, even though it loves you, can still be dangerous. I think I often talk about wolves and dogs, and I like to say that even a love bite from a wolf would really ruin your day. The point being that even positive social behaviors coming from your pet lion can be devastating to a human being. And these animals never have the social fluidity that we take for granted in our dogs, not so much our cats. And what I mean is that, if you adopt a raccoon, Shane, you can have a relationship with a raccoon and you may be pretty safe around it. But if I come and visit, your raccoon may not generalize the same social rules and pleasantries from you to me. I could still get bitten. So although I understand the appeal, I think we should celebrate the wonderful thing that we have in domestication and stick to domesticated animals for our pets.
Yeah,
well, it's also easier on them.
Instagram isn't always the most accurate reflection of life
real
and
life,
what people's actual behind the scenes happenings is like. So the takeaway from that is, if you're going to do anything, flying squirrel, basically. If the audience learns one thing today.
Squirrel, I hadn't actually noted. It's a long time since I really went looking for this stuff on social media. And when I last went looking, which would be 10 years ago, there were quite a few squirrels. And I read that there had actually been a Victorian enthusiasm for taming squirrels. I don't know why, but the Victorians were really into it. But even, they have big, sharp teeth at the front, you've got to watch out.